want to ask too, like, how'd you get that school started? Was it in Yerevan?
Yerevan, yeah. So Ruben, and then Andre,
Mm-hmm.
who's like the head coach there. They started training. Actually, Arn, you know Arn, Big
Mm-hmm.
Arn. So he went over there on just a vacation,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was like seeing who was out there,
Mm-hmm.
and so there was a few groups. Andre was one. Ruben, then they was training in the back of a warehouse. You know? He was like the security there, and then they just kept it going. But he started kind of just connecting, and he told me about it, and he's like, yeah, and I think he promoted. He asked me if he could promote like them, you know, and then we stayed connected, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go there. I don't know when, like maybe in a year or 2 years, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and then we just stayed connected, and then I finally went, and then I went back every year.
Yeah, it's sick. I love seeing like the clips or the videos that you have of that place. Like it grew so much.
Yeah.
And seeing like a place like that established in Armenia, it's so sick.
And so Andre used to live here,
Mm-hmm.
and his family, his brother, they're still here, and then he's very proud to like represent in
Yeah,
Armenia.
Of course,
And kind of give back to the community and the kids and you know the adults too.
Yeah, it's great too because, at least in Armenia, like a big thing over there is wrestling. So having just that gym be there and established, I thought it was like the sickest thing ever.
Yeah, it's jiu-jitsu, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, really
Yeah.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, like all the games and you know.
Didn't
it's
they
full
just have
on.
a tournament too? They went to like Abu Dhabi.
Exactly,
I
yeah,
think.
exactly.
Yeah,
They're kicking ass.
Yeah.
They're like the number one. There's like some of their kids are from some of the smaller towns, you know.
Yeah.
And so they're like kicking ass. They're like the number 2 kids team in Europe out of all the places.
Yeah, man, that's sick.
You know, the Abu Dhabi Federation and the adults too.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. It's really cool. They've done some great work. There's a gym now, another legacy in like Sochi area.
Mm-hmm.
So like in Russia.
That's so.
Yeah.
I
they're
love
doing good
how
work.
it's like expanding and stuff. And I want to ask you this: as like having your schools expand, like how's that feel? You're able to like reach more people.
Man, I'm just like I'm just trying to help, do my best, like supporting everybody, and my thing is always I want to see everybody do their best, be their best, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And that's different for everybody, and that means different for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like the one thing that's good for one person isn't good for another person.
100%.
So I'm here to support you guys. I'm just here to serve, you know. It feels great, you know, like feels like I'm making a difference, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's so rewarding, and that motivates me to see you guys get good and
Yeah.
to stay focused, to stay healthy,
Yeah.
right? Like, because you know people can fall off, right? Get fat and you know just lose it, you know.
Yeah, I love how falling off like was a blue belt curse or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a long journey for sure, and sometimes people like love it, and then 1 year later they're like, honestly, like screw this.
Yeah.
And I've had some friends like that. They start martial arts and then they give up. But honestly, sorry to sound cheesy, but thank you for like always like staying consistent and always like being there for everybody.
Yeah.
It's great motivation and honestly like role model. Like one day I hope to honestly have like a training place like that, or honestly like Burbank, because I'm a big gym head. You know that, like having the gym in the back and then having the mats. I think that's the best combo too. So it's exciting. Like I even got some mats on my and I practice in my garage, and I have like expensive, like my parents have like their furniture around, so anytime I practice or I practice with my cousins, they're like, okay, like be careful, like don't break anything. But having that like that motivation and to grow and transferring that to other people, I think is really important. And I just had one of my cousins just got his blue belt. And for like
Awesome.
5-6 years, I was telling him, I'm like, just practice, you know, you'd never know if you might like it or whatever. And as much as I told him, he never listened to me, but he went with one of his friends. He started practicing, but now he's like going twice a day. He's going every day. You know, he just got his blue belt too. He's texting me videos. And then now we practice in my garage, like we work on moves and stuff. So it's really exciting. And I'm trying to get my other friends into it too. But I call them grandpas because they just sit down and they work. They don't do anything else.
Yeah, but it's dangerous, right? It's like their biggest kind of pandemic in a way, biggest thing that's really bad, right? That's so bad for everybody's health. Is just sitting down and not doing stuff, right?
Yeah, because a lot of people just get comfortable they get too comfortable being comfortable because it's easy to go, okay, you do your job okay, come home, okay, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna eat whatever I want and all
Yeah.
that stuff. By all means, go enjoy yourself. But then once you start reaching your 40s, your 50s, you're not gonna work the same. And at least as like a guy, like you have a bunch of testosterone in you, and if you don't like be active, if you don't work out, it's gonna get harder and harder and harder. The
And
more
if you don't
go.
use it, you lose it, right?
No, literally.
Yeah, literally.
So that's what I explained to my friends too, because they were complaining about like their body's hurting, they're not motivated, they're not this, and I'm telling them like, guys, you have to like at least do something or train. Yeah.
Get off the screen, get
Yeah.
on the mat,
Yeah, get off the screen.
and also be around the right people.